And well, like I said, first phase of elections today, 102 seats in the 21 states. It's the biggest phase of the election 2024, but the focus is going to be mainly on Tamil Nadu today, where all 39 Lok Sabha seats are going to vote. Like I said, Veera Raghav joins us live from Chennai. Harsha is also with us. But Veera, to you first, all eyes, like I said, are going to be on the state of Tamil Nadu today. What's at stake? Break it down for us.
Well, yes, Rishika, all eyes on Tamil Nadu, but for the moment, all eyes at the Stella Maris polling booth here. You know who we're waiting for? We're waiting for the one and only Rajinikanth to come and vote. Because when you start your day with the Rajinikanth, you can expect to have a super hit show for the rest of the day. So we're expecting him to come down here in the next half hour to cast his vote like he has always done. Obviously, you've got some of the first few voters, early morning Chennai voters. You see the man there? He's already cast his vote there, showing an inspirational message to all the youngsters and all the South Chennai youngsters. Let me just get him, sir. We're from NDTV.
Yes.
Is there a message to youngsters to come out and vote like you early in the morning?
Of course, yes, because it's a fundamental right. We need to do it for the development of the country.
You're one of the first voters to come in here.
Yeah, because I live close by. I go for a walk in the morning, so after the walk, I just come in, finish and go.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. So you see, the early morning voters already up here at Stella Maris College casting their first votes. Remember, it gets very hot in about a couple of hours from now. And Chennai usually sees a brisk uptake in votes between 7 and 9 or 7 and 10. You get all the politicians, all the big shots, all of them coming in to vote. This is a historic polling booth actually, Rishika. There was a time when Jayalalitha used to come and vote here. Rajinikanth has always voted here. This is just next to Poise Gardens, where side of this road is where M. Karunanidhi used to live. So a lot of us journalists have jumped between this polling booth and the one which is very close by to get the top political shots of Tamil Nadu. We'll get you all the latest that's coming out of here, all the big faces coming in to cast their vote. So for the moment, no predictions, no political analysis. Let's keep it focused only on the voters and the big faces coming in to vote. And the only message out there, like everywhere else, Chennai South, all the urban apathy, people need to shed those. Don't go away for a long weekend. If you're planning to go away, get down here, vote, and then go away. That's really the message at the moment, Rishika. As you said, 39 parliamentary constituencies going into the polls along with the one in Puducherry, all in one shot. A crucial state given the kind of national focus that's been there. DMK on the one side, you've got the AIADMK on the other side, the traditional allies, and of course the BJP trying to make an entry into Dravidian heartland.
Well, absolutely, Veera. And the focus today is not on the candidates, but on the voters. I think that's the note to have, a good note rather, to have begun this day on, because now the proverbial red carpet, like we say, has been laid out, and it is today that the voter is king. We'll try and get you maximum voices from across the length and breadth of India. It is the biggest phase. Yes, the red carpet there right behind you. Absolutely. So not a proverbial red carpet, a literal red carpet there behind you. But do stay on with us. Sam's also joining us now. And Sam, we'll come to you in just a moment. But Harsha, to you now, you're in Jaipur. Rajasthan, of course, is a key state to watch out for. The BJP is eyeing a hat-trick performance, so to speak, there. But 12 seats out of 25 will, in fact, go to the polls today.
Yes, 12 seats out of 25 are going to the polls, and in fact, these seats are also seeing some key contests. There is Nagaur, where there's a tough fight between the lady who's joined, who was from the Congress family, Nathuram Mirda's family. Jyoti Mirda goes into the BJP. She lost the MLA elections, but she's again fighting as MP. You have Devendra Jhajaria, who's taking on Rahul Kaswaha, who's also left the BJP and gone to the Congress. So there's a fight for a very key caste vote, which is the Jats. And of course, like you were saying, the BJP is hoping for a hat trick. But before I go to that, let me just speak to this young man who's come in. Morning walk pe gaye the aap shayad, aur pehla vote. He's cast the first vote, and his little daughters come also. And of course, she's not a voter, but I think she's got her finger inked. So let me start with her. You're not a voter, but आपने ink लगवाया है. तो आपको क्या मैसेज है वोटर्स के लिए?
कि आज किसी को भी जो 18 ईयर से अबव है उनको आज घर पे नहीं बैठना चाहिए और उनको भी आके वोट डालने चाहिए.
So are you waiting to become 18?
Yes.
How much time to go before you become 18?
I am 10-year-old.
Oh, so she's still got 8 years to vote, but she's given an important message. Thank you so much. आपने पहला वोट डाला क्या आज?
हाँ, आज पहला वोट डाला और बहुत प्राउड फील होता है. इसने मेरे को बेटी ने मोटिवेट किया कि अपने को सबसे पहला वोट डालना है. तो आज हम जल्दी उठे, जल्दी नहाए और जल्दी वोट डालने आए.
Okay, great. So I'm seeing, sir, a lot of the older people are out for morning walks and they are voting. Of course, this young person here, but
मैं सुबह 6 बजे निकला था और अभी तो व्यवस्था की बात करूंगा क्योंकि व्यवस्था बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, ना तो पर्चियों की, ना बड़ी मुश्किल से तो मेरे को पर्ची मिली यहाँ से जो.
Okay.
खैर ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. Thank you very much.
So all the older people are out more than younger people. Right?
Yes, no doubt.
All early risers.
Yes, older are rather more vigilant about their votes.
Okay. So all early risers, as you can see. But like we were talking about Rajasthan, you know the 12 seats that go to the polls, very interesting fights there, like we were saying. And Dausa is another key contest. I forgot to mention that. Dausa is another key contest. In fact, it's the seats of North Rajasthan and East Rajasthan that are voting. Dausa, key contest again, a fight there for the BJP. So, you know, the Congress is actually putting up a good show in this election. Of course, we're not going to get into any poll predictions, but Arjun Ram Meghwal from Bikaner defending his seat. There's also Bhupendra Yadav, entering grassroots politics for the first time from Alwar. So all in all, the 12 seats of Rajasthan that are going to vote in the first phase are quite interesting, and they're seeing some key contests.
All right. Well, it's going to be very interesting to see how the battle for Rajasthan plays out because, the BJP is eyeing a hat-trick, 25 out of 25. Can they max it out this time around is going to be the big question. But very interesting to see, Harsha, the cross-section of people who've come out this morning, mostly early risers, morning walkers coming to cast their ballot. And of course, that young girl, I think we'll try and play out that little bit of that interview with a 10-year-old who's got her finger inked, even though she can't vote. She has 8 more years to go, but she sent out a crucial message to those of you who are still wondering whether you should step out and vote. If you're watching this, well, you most definitely should. So we'll now go back to Sam joining us from Chennai. We have Saurabh Gupta also who's joining us live from West Bengal, 3 seats in Bengal, also seeing the polls today. We'll go back to Saurabh in a bit. But Sam, back to you. It's a very interesting contest in Tamil Nadu this time around. There's a lot at stake, a 4-cornered contest. The BJP and the AIADMK, of course, have split ways contesting against each other in this election. It's going to be really interesting to see how this 4-cornered contest plays out. It's going to be advantage who, but today is not about the politics. Today it is about the voter and the interest and issues of the voter. What is top of mind for people as they come out to vote in Tamil Nadu today?
Rishika, to begin with, we come to you from South Chennai constituency at SIET College. This is the polling station where Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and his family would come and cast their vote around 8:30. Voters are slowly trickling in, and this is a kind of a prestige seat for all the political parties, South Chennai, because this includes the IT corridor, the commercial hub of T Nagar, the film industry hub of Vadapalani, 6 assembly constituencies, and traditionally this has been a DMK bastion. But for voters in Chennai, this is the area which was worst affected during the 2023 floods actually. So that will be one key aspect in their mind as they decide to vote for whichever party they decide, whichever party. And it's a 4-cornered contest technically, but the key fight could be between the DMK, the AIADMK and the BJP. In terms of the candidates, of course, the DMK's Tamilichi is trying for a second term. The AIADMK has fielded former MP Dr. Jayawardhan, and the BJP has fielded former Governor Tamilisai, who has now decided to make a political plunge and to make a splash in politics. So that's the big question. Will the DMK be able to continue with sweep it had in 2019? Will the AIADMK be able to regain or reclaim its lost ground? Or will the BJP be able to break new grounds in this Dravidian heartland, expand their footprint, or win possibly some seats? That's the big question. All answers would be on the month of June.
Yes. Well, Sam, I want to just, before we go back to Harsha, I want to very briefly just talk about, since we're talking about the issues of the people, I think there have been some very distinctive issues that have been raised as far as the political parties are concerned in Tamil Nadu. If you look at the way the BJP has upped the ante against the opposition over the Kachativu Islands, or whether you look at the way the entire Sanatan Dharma controversy has played out, that remark, it remains to be seen whether this really has any resonance on the ground in Tamil Nadu. It may have seen resonance in other parts of the country. It may have seen some resonance in, say, the Hindi heartland, for instance, at least as far as the Sanatan Dharma controversy or that comment is concerned. But does this really have resonance with the people of Tamil Nadu? Are these issues that people of Tamil Nadu are voting on, or like you said, are they going to be more fundamental existential issues like flood relief?
Well, for political parties, it's a different issue altogether. Besides the issues of price rise, corruption, unemployment and things like that, the ruling DMK has taken up the issue of federalism, issue of states' rights, and how the central government, in its view, is denying additional special packages to help in restoration and rebuilding of flood-ravaged areas, including Chennai and southern districts. For the DMK, the question of Sanatan Dharma traditionally has been paying them rich dividends, because unlike the Hindi heartland, Sanatan Dharma is being seen through the prism of caste discrimination in Tamil Nadu. So it's not, that comment is not being seen as something against Hindu religion or as an attack on Hindu religion largely, but as an attack on the traditional age-old practice of caste discrimination, which Dravidian parties have been fighting for. So in that sense, it may not work against the DMK largely. Of course, there are still a small percentage of people who look at that as an attack on Hindu religion. But largely, if you look at the history, this issue helps the DMK to actually win votes. This time we should wait and we see how it will help or it will work against the party in the ongoing elections now. The AIADMK has taken up the issue of against rights of states. It feels that there is anti-incumbency in Tamil Nadu, and that will help the party to reclaim its lost ground. This is the first election for the AIADMK chief EPS under his singular leadership in that sense. So it's also kind of an acid test for his leadership after suffering 2 consecutive losses in elections it fought in alliance with the BJP. Lastly, the BJP, of course, has taken up the issue of corruption and family politics against the ruling DMK and also against its former ally, the AIADMK. It doesn't have a major ally in Tamil Nadu this time, but it's hoping that whatever the Prime Minister has been campaigning here will help, and it has taken up the issue of family politics and also focusing on the issue of Kachativu, for instance, the island which was ceded to Sri Lanka in the year 1974.
That was my question, right? Have the issues that have been raised by the political parties, for instance, are they in sync with the real issues of the people? I think that is what is going to be really key to see, because like I said, the campaign pitch has been very high as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned this time around. There's been a very high octane campaign for Tamil Nadu. We'll come back to you, Sam, in just a moment. I also want to go across to Saurabh Gupta joining us from Cooch Behar. Saurabh, 3 seats in Bengal today. So not a very big phase as far as Bengal is concerned, but you're in Cooch Behar, which is one of the key constituencies to watch out for. Break it down for us. What's happening there?
3 seats in West Bengal go to polls today: Cooch Behar, Alipurduar and Jalpaiguri. Now, all 3 seats have their unique issues, but at this point we are at the booth where Nishit Pramanik, the Union MOS home, will vote, and you can see people have already lined up to vote. आप लोग यहाँ पे सुबह सुबह वोट देने आए, सुबह सुबह कैसे आ गए?
सुबह सुबह इसलिए क्योंकि मुझे काम पे जाना होगा, इसलिए मैं सुबह सुबह आया.
मतलब आप वोट दे के काम पे जाओ?
हाँ.
That's an important message, people who have to get to work early are coming here to vote. आप भी काम पे जाओगे वोट दे के?
हाँ.
ठीक है. और वोट देने के लिए यहाँ पहुँचना एक बहुत बड़ी बात होती है, सबकी जिम्मेदारी होती है. आप लोग सुबह सुबह वो जिम्मेदारी निभा रहे हो?
हाँ.
आप यहाँ पे कितने बजे से लाइन में है?
7 बजे से.
तो वोटिंग शुरू हो गया है?
हो गया अभी.
ठीक है. So a lot of people coming in to vote, and of course, you know, I can show you the ladies' line also on the other side of the polling booth, and all polling booths, I must say, are being manned by central security forces. Cooch Behar, remember, is a border district, and therefore you will see a lot of security here, a lot of security in terms of central forces. This is the place where the BJP has fielded its heavyweight candidate Nishit Pramanik, who was the former MOS home. Of course, now elections are there, and of course he was someone who served as Amit Shah's deputy in the union government, so a very important candidate in that context. Then you also have Jalpaiguri, where recently there was a storm that has become a political issue.
Yes.
And you know, both the BJP and the TMC have campaigned on it. And you also have Alipurduar, where the BJP has had to change its candidate, but has fielded a very strong local leader, Manoj Tigga. Not Bengal. All these three seats were with the BJP, and the BJP is hoping to keep its bastion safe, while the TMC is trying to regain lost ground in this area.